Hey everybody, welcome back. Check it out. Look what we have here. That's right, it's the new 70mm Viper V2. The 15th anniversary edition just came. Here's the packaging. I haven't taken it out yet. Wingspan's 43.3. Flying weight 1795 grams. It's got an 80 amp ESC. The motor size is 3060-KV 1900. 9-gram metal digital servos. It's a 70mm 12 blade, and you're going to need 6S 3300s. Links down below in the description. And don't forget, guys, I have FMS codes to give you guys discounts. Those are down there as well. Not much on here. Let's go ahead and cut this tape, open her up, see what's in there. I haven't even peeked yet, so. Like with all my stuff, I do it live, so to speak. I'm not hiding anything from you. Okay. So here's how it comes packaged. I know some people are interested in that stuff. So key notes on this one of them is these metal shock absorbing gear. Gotta love that. Even the nose gear, it's got the, I can't think of the word right now, but it has the suspension in it. Another cool thing, you got flaps on this model. You gotta love it for a model this size, retracts flaps, just absolutely awesome. This is my first Viper on the channel. Long-time subscribers will know that, so I'm pretty stoked. I've flown Tim's 90, which was pretty good, so I'm assuming this is going to be pretty good as well. I know Ray says that these things fly really well. If you need afterburners, he's the guy to talk to. Gooniac 33. There's the horizontal and elevators. You will have to put all the linkages on, it looks. Remember, free those up. I can feel just by wiggling it a little tiny bit, it feels way better already. There's the rudder. So it's going to take 3 screws to get that on. Here's your manual. Bunch of info there. What's in here? Oh, here's a bunch of goodies. All your screws and stuff. And the only thing left, I believe, is the jet. Yeah, looks like it. There it is, good looking model here. FMS makes some really awesome stuff. There's the fan, if you guys can see down in there. Good looking fan. Speed controls up here in the air. Everything is labeled. Rudder, elevator, elevator. Very good. No gyro on this one, so you'll have to supply your own. It's going to have this EC connector on it. Everything here looks labeled really well. Rudder. Okay, good. Well, let me clean up my mess and get some tools and we'll get to building. Alright, so first things first, they want you to put the wing on. Got nothing but space there. I'm going to unravel these wires here and then we'll start sticking them in. Looks like they'll go in through this little channel here. Just double checking that they're all plugged in correctly. Color codes all look good. Okay. Alright, easy enough. Now we're just going to poke them in through that hole there, the wires. And yeah. Okay, I think we got it. That was pretty painless. Just double check on the top that They're all through. Okay, good. We'll worry about that mess later. Now you're going to take 4 screws. I take that back. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll tighten those up and then we'll be back. Okay, got all those tight. Now we're not going to put all these linkages on until we get the radio hooked up, because then we'll get all these servos in the right positions. Next thing we'll be putting on the horizontal. Take a little piece of tape off. Some good tape. So the rudder, obviously, where'd that one go? You're not going to use that one yet, but the elevators, you want to plug those in, so color cord them properly. And we'll tuck them up inside there. Okay, got that. Then they're going to use 2 screws in here. Get those tightened and we'll be right back. Okay. Then the vertical. So again, connect that properly. Tuck the wires down in there. There we go. And then you're going to have 1, 2, 3 screws. Alright, so this one has reversing on the ESC, which is really cool. You're going to have a 7-channel receiver to do that. I've only got a 6 right now. So in the future we'll change that. Flying off grass, reverse doesn't really seem to help too much. It might slow you down a little bit, but you're flying off grass, so you're good. So for me right now, I'm not going to have that hooked up unless I don't use the flaps or the gear, and I'm going to use the flaps and the gear. So let me get the receiver hooked up, then we'll get it bound, and then we'll get the servos centered so we can put the linkages on. Also down in the nose here in the front, you have another gear which hooks to the gear. This is for the nose gear, obviously. The steering is already wide in, but the gear you're going to have to hook in yourself. And then the flap. Alright, alright. So here we go. Get her bound up.
You're up. Binding. Bind complete DSMX 22 milliseconds. Telemetry.
Just like that.
Gear down. Gear up.
Sounds like the ESC is not arming yet. So I must have something hooked up wrong. Oh, there it goes. 2 clicks down with the trim. So what you got to do is you've got to go back to my main menu here. So calibrate the ESC. So we'll unplug it. Let me get rid of those clicks of trim. Go to full throttle. Plug it back in. I hear it do some beeping. Now, okay, now it worked. Got you guys wide zoom.
Gear down.
Gear switches are always reversed on models for some reason. I don't know why that is. So we'll set up gear. Get this to where you guys can see it better. Oh yeah, these are great. Okay, flaps working right. Okay, flaps are working. Ailerons, elevators. Everything's plugged in right out of the gate. Okay, let me get this on a stand upside down and we'll start hooking up some linkages. Okay, hooking up the linkages was just so easy. Just kind of put them into the servo, adjust the length until it's right, and then snap them in place. I still have to do the rudder here. Guess I'll show you that one since I just powered through the other ones. But I put it in the farthest out hole. Kind of hold it over where it goes, and you can see it's going to be way off here. So just screw it in a bunch. Test. A little bit more. That looks pretty close. Snap it into place. Done. Now we're going to secure the receiver. I believe it's just going to go up in here. It's what I've seen other people do. And I don't have the correct size battery yet. This is a 5000 I've got. It's just all I've got laying around. My batteries will be here in 2 days, so just in time for the weekend to go fly. But I can get everything else done until then. Which we're almost there. So let me get this tidied up, and then we'll check some throws. And really that's it, other than doing a CG test and a range test. So we're super close. Alright, so here's what I did for my receiver. I just velcroed it onto the side there. I think it'll fit there okay. The battery, I mean, this is a 5200 6S. There's tons of room, so I don't think that's going to be an issue whatsoever. We'll find out with the range check, see if all these wires have an issue. I tried to put it up here, but the way the wires stick out the back, it hits the back of the canopy when you put it on. So that seemed like the best place for me. If you want to have one of these, where did you guys put it? Just out of curiosity. I don't know if you put it down below there, but anyways, let me know. So next thing for me, I'm going to get the throws set up, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, I've got all the throws set up to my liking. So elevator high rate is 16, low rate 12. Aileron high rate 14, low rate 10. Rudder it says 16 and 12, but I just leave it on high throw, and then I add a bunch of expo in it. And when I taxi it around, I'll adjust the expo so that driving it on the ground is good. And from there, it'll be fine, because in flight, you don't really need a low rate rudder, do you? So here's high rates, mid, low. I do triple rates. So this is the high by the book, which I had to tone everything down a little bit. So maybe going one notch in on the surface, or no, sorry, leave it on the top one on the surface, or the farthest out, but go in one notch on the servo. That'll reduce the throw a little bit, give you a little better resolution. So everything's good and going the right way. I'll slow down the flaps. I'll do my mix. So you want to do flight modes on flaps is the proper way to set that up, guys. I got a video on how to do it. That way you just do it, you're made in flight, you trim out for no flaps, trim out for half, trim out for full, and you're done. You're not doing this percentage guessing BS that people do. I don't understand why people do that, because it's really the archaic way to do it. But anyways, at this point, just got to get the right battery, do the CG, and do a range check, and we're ready to rock. You want to hear the motor? Here it goes. Oh, got my throttle kill on. I always set up throttle kill. Ooh, that thing's got some power. That thing's going to rip, guys. Alright guys, there you go. There's how you build a 15th anniversary FMS 70mm Viper V2. I hope you found that useful. Let me know down below. Next time you see this bad boy, we're going to be at the field and we're going to be tearing up the skies. So like, comment, subscribe. Check out the links down below in the description. Don't forget about those discount codes if you guys want one. From what I've heard, this is the best flying Viper you can get, 70mm. So take that for what it's worth from people that have flown it. So this is the one you want. Alright guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See you at the field.